Welcome to Big Daddy Storytime. We're reading Lego City Fix That Truck. Do you see Lego City there? And they're going to fix that orange truck. You spotted that? You want to come along on that adventure with me? Okay, let's do it. Let's dive in. Today is going to be so fun, said Eric. I'm finally big enough to help you and Dad at Lego City Garage. It'll be fun, said his sister Amy. I remember the first time I went to work with Dad. To see Amy there and Eric, and Eric's so happy about being with his family, and they're going to be going to the Lego City Garage. You spot all that? Great job, my friends. Today, Aunt Amy will have to show you what to do, Dad told Eric. I lost my best wrench. If I don't find it, I won't be able to fix the truck before the owner returns for it. Don't worry, Dad, said Eric. I'm big enough to help with lots of things. Do you see his dad there, Eric and Amy? And he's saying, I gotta find my wrench. And Amy and Eric are saying, don't worry, Dad, we'll be on the lookout for it, and I'll take care of Eric. Great job for spying all that, my friends. First, Amy showed Eric how to remove a tire. Check it out, said Amy. Said Eric. I'm big enough to do it by myself. Eric gave a large tire. What Eric gave a large tire a hard tug. He quickly lost his balance when the heavy tire came free. Do you see Eric there trying to do his best with that heavy tire, but we know what's going to happen. It's going to break free, but don't worry, everything's going to be okay. Eric and the tire bounced towards a huge stack of tires. Uh-oh, he said. Bounce, bounce. Do you see Eric there bouncing towards the tires and going, uh-oh, it's all going to work out. Don't worry, though, and a great job for spotting that. The tires flew everywhere. Look out, shouted a mechanic. Wahoo, 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 yelled Eric as he bounced across the garage. That kid's on a roll, yelled Steve. Do you see boing, bang, crash, boing, bang, and yeehaw! Eric rubbed his head. I guess I'm not big enough to fix a tire. That's okay. That's all right, said Amy. The first time I tried, my tire rolled right out the front door. We can try something different. Do you see Amy there helping her little brother Eric? And everybody kind of like going, "Whoa, what's just happened?" And Eric's like, "I don't know if I'm big enough. That's okay though. He'll get big enough to do something, and we know that. Great job for spying that. Okay, let's continue. This window shield wiper is stuck," said Amy. "You can watch and see how I repair it." "I can do more than watch," said Eric. "I'm big enough to help you fix it." You see Eric there wanting to help his big sister fix the ambulance, windshield wiper that's stuck. You do great job for spotting that. Eric grabbed the wiper just as it started moving and sent him towards through the air. Ah! Eric yelled as he soared across the garage. Wahoo! Shouted Steve. I don't know. I didn't know Eric could fly. Oh, that's a bad joke, but hey. Great job for spotting that, though. Eric was dizzy and a little embarrassed, but his sister helped him back up. I guess I wasn't big enough to help after all, said Eric. That's okay, said Amy. Let's try something a little easier. Have you found your wrench yet, Dad? Amy asked. No, and I'm getting worried. If I don't find it soon, I won't be able to fix that truck in time, said Dad. Amy and I will make sure to keep an eye out for it, Eric said. Do you see Eric there saying, Dad, don't worry about it. We'll find that wrench that you need. And I'm doing really good so far, but, it's okay. Everything's going to work out in the end, my friends. Great job for spotting that. Dirt bikes, Eric said, excited. Can we work on these? Sure, said Amy. Amy said, I think that's a great idea. Do you see her little brother said, look at all the cool dirt bikes over there. Can I try that? And as a good sister, she says, okay, let's give it a shot. Great job for spotting that. Airing up the tires is easy, Amy said. Why don't you go and why don't you go and get the air hose over there? Do you see her telling her little brother to go get the air hose? Great job again for spotting that. Almost got it, said Eric as he pulled on the end of the hose. It's stuck. Be careful, Amy warned. You see Eric there? The hose is stuck under that motorcycle and he's tugging at it, tugging at it, tugging at it. Yeah, you do great job, my friends. Oops, yipped Eric as he knocked over several cans of oil. They tumbled to the ground and oil spilled everywhere. Oh no, said Eric. I guess I'm not big enough to do this either. Crash! Do you see Eric there crashing on that? You know what? We need to help him and say, you could do it, Eric. I'll say it together. You could do it. Great job, my friends. I have an idea, said Amy. Why don't we work outside for a while? Okay, said Eric. Do you see all that oil and everybody's flop, boing, boom, and doing all that? It's okay, though. It's all going to work out. He's going to clean it up and get everything back going again. Great job for spotting that. This garage truck needs to be cleaned before it's picked up, said Amy. Amy explained. Do you think you're big enough to wash it? Eric smiled. I sure am, he said. He's so excited. Do you see that? He's going to wash that truck. He's big enough for it. Let's see if he can do it, okay? Great job for spotting that. It turned out that Eric wasn't big enough to wash the truck after all. Woohoo! He shouted. The water shot him into the air, and the hose whipped him about. Water soaked everyone nearby. Splash! Splash! Everybody's getting soaked there, even his dad. But everything's going to work out. Don't worry about it. You know what? It always works out in the end, my friends. Great job for spotting that. Amy helped Eric towel off before they helped the other mechanics mop up the water. It looks like I'm not good at anything, Eric said. You're doing just fine, his sister said. My first day was much, much worse. Isn't she a good sister? She's, comforting her brother, saying, you know what? It's your first day. Don't worry about it. Keep trying. Keep practicing. Great job for spotting that. I thought he was big enough to do all these things, Amy told Dad. But I guess he still has some growing to do. At least he is big enough to help clean up. I'm less worried about Eric and more worried about my missing wrench, said Dad. Without it, I can't fix that truck. And I'll be in a lot of trouble. Do you see Dad there? Worried somewhat about his son Eric, but he's worried about the wrench and, getting in trouble. And don't worry, the sister will take care of Eric and he'll be okay. And he'll find something to do. Let's encourage him, say, do it, Eric, do it. Great job for saying that and spotting that. Eric spotted something shiny under a work table. He dropped his mop and got on his hands and knees. He was just small enough to crawl underneath the table and reach it. It was Dad's missing wrench. Great job for Eric. Say hooray for Eric. He found the wrench for his dad. Great job for spotting that. Dad Looked what I found. Look what I found, shouted Eric. Your best wrench was under that little table. Looks like you were just the right size for that, Amy said. Way to go, son, said Dad. Without this wrench, I couldn't finish my work. Now I can fix that truck. And let's say this to Eric. Great job, Eric. And you, great job for spotting all those pages. Excellent work. What have we learned today? We learned from Eric, Amy, and Dad that doing your best is what really matters. Keep doing your best today, my friends. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more Big Daddy Storytime. Be blessed, my friends. Bye bye.